All right, check, check, check. Good morning, good morning. What's up, what's up? Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? It's super late. It's 9:25. It is very late. I ran into some difficulties here this morning, but better late than never, so they say. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope you guys are ready to go on this fine Monday morning. For those of you who are in the Northeast, there's been a ton of rain, so hopefully everybody's all right and are doing well. So we got a couple of stocks here. I'm watching at ICCT, BMRA, and SMFL. There's another cheaper one that's like kind of up, but we'll see how those three do, how they perform here heading into the open. Tomorrow we'll start early. Today we kind of had some problems. Yeah, those are the three that I'm looking at. There's 3 minutes to go. I do have my screen recording turned on already. Just a heads up for those of you who are also screen recording. I think maybe, I mean, I guess either or. It's like a coin toss, right? ICCT, BMRA, which one will be the top stock? So we got a high point of 188. Well, 288 rather, 288. Let's see. So it started in after hours, or started Friday really, pushed up in after hours, and then we had the pullback. So move up, pull back. The lows of the recent pullback has been 230, and from there we've been trending up. So this doesn't look bad. And the way how things have been, we've been seeing the volume on the more aggressive side. So if we can see, a strong start, that'll be good. Here's a 2 minute warning. ICCT on the daily chart. How are we doing? So fairly recent IPO going back to September or so, or maybe it might have been a name change, but from lows of 91 to highs of 20, coming back in the more recent time frame. I'd like to see about 325, 350 if possible. Put 325. Okay, the stock is definitely not a recent IPO. I'm seeing more data here on Thinkorswim. There's more data going past August and September. Anyhows, yeah, I think 325, 350, and if it's really strong, maybe we can get up to like $7. BMRA, on the other hand, we have a high point of 188. Low of the pullback has been 137. And we have VWAP acting as a bit of a midpoint around 56. And we did have a bit of a double top at 63 as well here. So we'll see how this one does. BMRA. The 200 EMA is at 145. 145, 200 EMA. And the last candle that gapped up, we had a high of 81. So maybe, there might be some resistance here back at those highs. Hopefully we can push through. So with 15 seconds to go, let's trade to the best of our abilities. Let's be disciplined. Let's manage risk. I will go over the disclaimer here in a second, but let's see what the open has to offer first. 1,000 shares to start the day for me, small size. So ICCT seems to be the more volatile one here. High point 75, low is at 65. Oh my gosh, I'm so late. I'm so late. There's a big bid. Oh my goodness, I'm sleeping. Jeez. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can we see a dip? Jeez. That was good. You know, I got caught off guard. Got caught off guard. We got a low of 84 right there. Wow. That is incredible. Unbelievable here. Jeez, the low is 84. We got a high of $3 on this current candle. 14. This is very, very great to start the day. You know, the way how it's moving down at like 75, I'm like, okay, it's, looks like it's going to be a grinder. And then boom, the break of 75 for the highs takes off. Low of the current candles 01. That big bid is going to walk us all the way from about like 86 to 305. The other one is also taking off, it would seem. VMRA. Man, you know, when you show up here, you got to really be ready. That's all I can say right now. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. It's like you might need more of a dip here. It's almost like you're going into battle, right? And you got to really be prepared. Watching for back over 3. Can we see it? Oh, we might get the new high. Can we see it? Can we see the new high of day here? Or a retest of the high of day, rather? There's a decent amount of buying. But we got to be careful of a false breakout still. Awful fill. Ah, jeez. Filled into highs. Anyhow, that's okay. Spreads are kind of crazy. 320. This will be the third time it's coming down if we go back down below 90. It looks pretty bullish though. I'd say it looks pretty bullish. Do not go down. All you do. I'm getting ready to add if it's good here. I'm gonna add. Can we see this push? I might add again. If we get over 5, I'm gonna add again. There's it. There it is. Can we see the push? Can we see the push? This should be it. More, more. Try again. Oh, 03 area. It seems like it's stalling out. It might still go, but it might be a little bit more delayed. With that type of move, we could go straight to high of day sometimes. Waiting. Man, man. Man, oh man. The level of focus that you need as a trader is something else. You're really and truly preparing for battle the moment it hits 9:30. And the warrior who is focused will more than likely be able to seize the opportunity. And I was a sleeping duck there at 9:30. You'd think after 5 years that I'd be more sharp than that. But it's part of the deal, you know? You just got to move forward and keep smiling, keep trading, keep watching for the next opportunity. But volume picking up there, but we're not quite seeing it. Waiting.
UCIB, ATAK, PCTTU.
Are we going to go all the way? The depths. I'm going to get aggressive there. It's going to be a false breakout. Good trade, false breakout. Low, 96. We didn't sell all the way off, so that's a little promising. So maybe it tries again. $5K size, 5K size. You size up, you take a big loss when the trade doesn't work. Taking a couple cents here and there. Low is 99. I want to see what it does in the next move up. I think this should be interesting because it's still pretty bullish here. And maybe there might have been a reset too after that bigger drop there that we had. It's looking fairly good. Can we try again? Is this the beginning of it? Okay, maybe not. 303, 304, 41. Waiting patiently. We're still in this consolidation. Wanting to see a new high of day out of this over time. There will be people who are just in holding tight 95, 98, maybe 90, just waiting. Not false breakout this time. Of course, it's going to do the same thing. And I'm going to take the same trade and lose again. See, I take that trade every time. 2 false breakouts in a row. And I got filled like 15 trying to buy 10. So not good. That's going to put us right back to flat. Fool me once, fool me twice. Okay, maybe a third time I don't take that trade. I let it go. Because now this is just awful. There's been way too much for me to be flat here. So I need to capitalize and just stay green this time, if I can, that is. So we got a high of 19. This is a triple top, really, at this point. We'll see if it tries again here. It's usually a high probability trade, so in that area I want to size up for the new high, but it's rejecting. The third try could be the charm, but we'll see. I'll leave the trade alone and just wait. If it gets the new high, then I'll, trade it from there. So building the cushion, waiting for the right time to get aggressive, and then getting slammed back down. I think I'm in at 15, 4,000, out at like 02. That'll give us right back to flat. Or maybe it wasn't as bad. Something like that. Probably it wasn't as bad, but waiting here patiently to see. This is where it's like a bit of a desperation mode. Not that I'm going to trade any differently, right? But again, there's been so much opportunity to be flat on this stock at this point in time is not good. It could fail here and be finished. In which case, if it does, you already want to be nicely green walking away, right? So let's see what it does. I'm not going to be able to take on as much risk if it does go the third time. Could be too soon here. Might be coming down. 83. Might be so yeah. It looks like it's done. It might we'll see. It might have more, but more probably is finished. We'll see. So right here, if I'm walking away with like $400, it's like okay, great, because I missed the first big move, right? Well, this is how you botch the day like this. Just a little bit frustrating because I didn't have to be that aggressive in that area, but it looked good both times. What happens if the stock goes through 20 is that I'm up over 1K. If it gives a nice push, especially if it continues to like 40, 50, then we're up like 2, 3K in the move. But risk to reward. Risk to reward. To the depths it goes. Let's see if anything else is moving. The other one, BMRA, gave a good push too. The 1 minute candle made the new high from 50 to 69. And then 73 over time, pull back, move up. Well, it looks like it's been pretty choppy since then. This is like too much chop. We'll see if this one curls back up. ICCT. Mm-mm-mm. That first candle, man. You know, you could be up, like for me with the sites I'm using, if I'm to capture that move, I could, even with these losses, like be up like, like 1,000. Because that was a pretty like serious move. From 76 to like 310, 40 cents. I captured none of it. Waiting patiently. There are no excuses, right? The moment you show up here, you have to be locked in. Got to be locked in. I was daydreaming when I noticed the stock was at 76, and like it registered in my mind that the stock came back up from like 69 or whatever. I didn't even look to see the price action really. I saw 76. I'm like, no, what am I doing? I need to be buying it. And by the time I bought, it's at 87, 88. It's a high fill. I gotta sell that immediately. And from there, it feels like I'm chasing the stock because I missed the breakout. So when the bid comes in, it's at 86. There's like a 30,000 share buyer. I kind of already, botched the trade. But if you capture that first move, you're gonna have the confidence to buy back again. And from 86, the buyer they moved the order to 92, then 96, then 3, then 302, and the stock just going up. So I'll be patient and see if something else comes. I'll give myself a pass this time because, you know, like I mentioned, I was late today. I was thinking about that stuff, right? I was thinking about that at the open. That's kind of why I slacked off a little bit. But again, no excuses. So it's on a bear flag. We'll see if it makes a new high over this level here of 82. VWAP is also there, so the resistance might be strong. I don't know if it'll be able to get back up above this level. Short sellers might, add right here and maybe watch for a bigger drop down because we did come from Friday from like 99 cents. So, a lot of times these stocks will kind of up and then back down, that Christmas tree pattern that everybody's talking about these days. EBIX was mentioned. I can take a look at that one. Let's see. So it's a stock that recently sold off and is bouncing up. Volume, I would have watched it if the volume was higher, but only 68K shares per 1 minute candle. It's just a little too light for me. Well, how I feel about that stock just now is how I felt on Tuesday last week. Again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but for my experience, there's no reason to ever end red. Even if I take those same losses, like you have to capitalize in the area you're supposed to capitalize on. You compare it to sports. Like there's a good team playing like the worst team in the league. There's no reason you should be losing the game, right? Everything to do with focus. So it's 50. I was only planning to trade the first hour. So we'll see if something else comes in the next 20 minutes. My basement is flooded right now. That's what's happening. Basement is in the depths. And it's not good. It's not good at all. A lot of people are probably having similar issues in this area if their house is like, maybe a little older, or if the drainage in the area isn't as great. Sometimes you kind of need that French drain in your like on your property to help. The basement is in the depths. And we have to spend at least, a good chunk of this day trading gains to deal with it. A good chunk of the day trading gains is gonna have to go into some renovations. The sub pump, yeah, sub pumps are pretty good, but it's like it's almost like a formality, right? That's there once the place is already flooded, which I don't really love. I'd like the water not to get in at all in the first place. I think that's the way to go. But you got to do what you got to do, right? This is why we trade, so that we can put ourselves in a position to be able to do these things, because there's so many people out there who, will not be able to afford to, and it's like causes more damage to their property over time. Yeah, flood insurance, separate policies. It's a bit of a crazy story. I commuted. I didn't spend the weekend here. Right? I was in a different location, so I came back, and where I was, I left my slides, right? Because when I stand here, I don't like to just stand on the floor. You want to have something comfortable. So I left my slides. So I'm going downstairs. I'm like, I'm gonna take one of my siblings' slides that is down there, and I go down there at like nine, maybe like 9:04 or something. You've got to be kidding me! I'm like, you've got to be kidding me! It's also why we didn't have a Q&A this weekend, because Marcelo was out of town and I was out of town too. So we'll resume the MMU Q&As next year, because as we know, this weekend is the holiday weekend. We also didn't have a ton of questions, right? Actually, no, there's a third yet. I thought this was the last week. Okay, so we'll have one more heading into the last. Actually, probably not, because then that's like New Year's and people are out anyways. Yeah, so we'll continue it next year, and early next year, the by the third week of January, we're gonna do the MMU meetup. Um, that should be pretty cool. So all the students, it'll be students exclusively. We've done a few for the entire Discord already, but we'll do an MMU only meetup within the first 3 weeks of the new month, in the new year rather. So that should be pretty cool. IVVD moving up, and I'm not paying attention. Let's check it out. Faster sailing like a sailor. Yes, yes, I am. This thing is mooning here. When I start talking, I don't even look at the scans anymore. It's not good. Highs at 16. This I'll take a trade here. This could be a decent pullback. There's 9. Small size first. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not take me to the depths. All you do. It's a bit of a false breakout there. But it seems to be holding. The high is at 20 on the current candle. I didn't see that high. I thought I saw about 10 or 11. Well, actually, never mind. I think it did get to 20. I think I saw 18. Low of the last 85. I'm going to be a little defensive. Yeah, we are just a little defensive here. While it's moving, it seems like there's a lot of risk compared to the other one, let's say. The other one was much more smooth, but there's definitely a ton of opportunities here. Low right there, 03. There's a seller trip. Oh, it's getting bought up. Oh, we see the new high. It's a tricky one. There's a bit of a spread here too. A lot of red hitting the tape. We'll see. High 20, lows at 06, still waiting. VWAP is all the way at 89. Just in case you see a huge pullback. They do happen from time to time. I feel like it might be early waiting here. A decent read there. Oh, it's gonna go for the new high. Man, why every time I size up? Come on. 43. That was a great dip though. High is at 43. Low of the last was 89. Are we going to see a new high here, or is it going to pull back first? I'll wait a little bit. Well, never mind. Jeez. There's a lot of sellers there, so it's good that I got through. Halt opposite 81. It looks like it might get halted up. That right there is a small change in in aggression. Alt out 92. High fill. High fill there. We might see a new high. Come on. Damn. Yeah, I'm definitely not capitalizing a ton on these stocks here. It's a great move again. I mean, what a move here, right? 419. High is at 34. Halt is at 34 as well. This is absolutely incredible. This is what we want to see every day out of these stocks. Sweet moves like this. Low right there, 91. What a strong stock this is. It's insane. 451. Come on. Can we keep going? It might keep going here to 70, 80. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. 57 for the high. Not right away, at least. So maybe we see a slight consolidation here first. Come on. I won't even say my timing is off. Stock just kind of moving, on its own accord here. Too aggressive. Buying too soon right there. So high 71. Oh, that's a big drop. That's a big drop right there. The low of that was that set 20? It's a pretty big drop. It's a little unfortunate there. It's a pretty big recovery. Low 38. Pulling back a bit. Some bigger losses there. I want to see the immediate bounce in this area here. What a day. I wasn't ready for this, man. I wasn't, I was not ready for this momentum. This is insane. Gave it a good shot, but could not capitalize. The 1 minute candle might make the new high here. That candle's about 30 seconds out. I wouldn't be surprised if it drops here. Too soon. It's holding, it's holding, it's holding. But we continue to hold. Held. High of the last candle is 24. I probably could have held that trade longer. I felt like I was in high. Down there at like 90. Surprise stocks, man. These surprise stocks out of nowhere. The new 5-minute candle's a minute away. We'll see if we get the bull flag here and the candle to make a new high. Low of the last was 10, high of the last was 33. We got the new 5-minute candle. We'll see if it climbs up slowly over time for that new high. There's a lot of selling there. Selling still coming in. Maybe we need a retest to the lows? I would think not, but it could be possible. What are the odd fails here, right? What are the odd it fails? I don't know, it seems pretty bullish. Seems pretty bullish. It's the worst possible fill, man. And we have the retest. Are we stalling out? That aggressive entry has cost me all day long. It's crazy because the stocks have been pretty aggressive, but in that particular trade, it has failed time and time again. And it makes sense, right? I mean, the stock is extended at that point. Sometimes they just won't keep going. Sometimes they do. When they do, it's a crazy, crazy day, right? You get a sweet, sweet gain out of that extended push, but other times it slows down, stalls out, pulls back first, maybe retest. Other times you go down a little lower. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Definitely not the best day here, not even close. But we'll take whatever we can get. That I don't mind. I think at this point it's good for me to just try to like maintain, and if I can add small green, then great. Today is not it for me, unfortunately. Great opportunities, but not quite what I would have wanted here. Got some big bits there, but no push. Okay, there it is, 35. KB, are the bulls looking to take the trades? We need to get over 44. Don't want to see a false breakout here. If it doesn't go, it might give a bigger drop here soon. Well, we'll see how it plays out. It's having resistance here for sure, though. People are buying low 20s. It's having some resistance like 33 area. Maybe some short sellers watching that zone. Short sellers, they never learned lessons. They're coming aggressive again. And I'm saying that jokingly, of course, but I'm on the side of the bulls. I want to see a big move here. And the short sellers getting squeezed. So we have this flag, we're getting higher lows. Can we get a push over 45 and 37, get the 5-minute candles to make the new high? There's like a hidden order there, just buying. So, how far are we going to bounce up this time? There's 33, there's 36. False breakouts. But right back down to this order again. So somebody's definitely buying 21. How many shares they have left? That should have went to 50, 60 right there. So it's like a false breakout, but we're holding up fairly high. Are we going to retest, or are we going to need more of a pullback? I gotta not lose big again. So I gotta be very careful. Because if I lose big again, then I don't have a chance on this day to even maybe end flat. So maybe I should stick to small size here, until it gets through 44. Because I'm trying to size up, but it's not going for the breakout. Where are those bulls, KB? Can we see this push here? Can we see a sweet push? I know it feels like a struggle, but it's trying. Didn't erupt. Still holding 50, but struggling. Are we gonna drop through 45? They're not Titanic. Do not. Good, good, good. Very good. See, when I'm saying that, I'm in that trade, and I'm just I'll keep my stop tight, but I'm hoping it doesn't drop, right? Because I understand I'll be taking a loss. I gotta be more patient with just one position here, because before you know it, it goes, and I don't get anything. All this active in and out, not doing much here. And there's a bit of a spread, 5 cent spread. 17,000 share seller, 44, well, 45 rather. Where are those bulls? Can we see something here? Hmm. What was that? I hope Tim and Marcelo didn't fumble these stocks like I did here today. We're lucky to even be up this much, being that we didn't capitalize on anything. We barely caught 2 or 3 moves. If we're strong, we should see 70 again, and hopefully over 70 as well. It's holding very tight. We're not going. Maybe it pulls back some more. I wouldn't be surprised. But just waiting here, looking to be reactive. What will it be? What is the stock gonna do here? There's probably people who hit in like the $4 area, just selling some, waiting here, looking to see the bigger move. Right? Those people who are looking with the trade with the longer hold times. Some people are gonna be in around like 320, or rather 420. Oh, no, it's not bouncing. I don't love this pullback, but I guess. I really wanted to see that new high day first before another pullback. Low right there was 13. VWAP is down at 97. It's where it could get tricky because people were holding it like 90. What was the lows that we had? Like 92? If they took it for the longer hold, sub 4, 405, 410, 415, right here they start to say, all right, maybe I just sell this thing, right? And then before you know it, it's coming down more. For me to take that type of trade and hold that long, like 20, 30 minutes, I need the pullback to come early in the move. This pullback came after a huge move up, so I was skeptical of buying high on a dip. So we held up 4 right there, which is good. Let's see if it continues to hold. So we held up the view up there for a quick sec. Ay, 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 man. What a day. You have to love the market though, you know? You just never know what you're gonna get. And we're fortunate to get 2 amazing stocks here today. Even BMRA, a bit of an honorable mention. It's really crazy how close this stuff is though. It's like so, like the difference is so small, you know? Whether you're red, like deep red, flat, break even, green, big green, it's like the difference is so small. But the December momentum so far has been excellent. So we're on the lower side of this range. We'll see how it, does here over time. We will have to see. Maybe we can curl back up. I hope we could curl back up. If not, it could already be backside. But it's still pretty bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, make a move back up over time here. It's a whole lot of shares traded. So far, so good. It doesn't look bad. We're gonna get a new candle here in the 5 minute pretty soon. I only got 1K shares down here in case it dips because I don't want to take a huge loss again at what looks like again maybe the end of the day here, the end of the stock potentially. Gotta manage risk. It's kind of what happens when you go for that home run kind of trade sometimes. But again, high probability area, so I like the entry, but you gotta be accepting of that risk when you size up. Over the years, though, there's gonna be some crazy stuff, man, because I know that there's the time it's gonna come where I do use big size on every single trade on some stocks. And those stocks are like up 50 cents, down 50 cents. It's like with 4K shares, it'll be so insane to see, up 2K, down 2K. And, of course, you're looking to be more accurate, right? You're looking to be more right than you are wrong. You're looking to position yourself, or looking to manage risks. So I think we're gonna do well, but it's gonna be a sight to see. The losing days though are gonna be brutal, but ultimately, I think the consistency will pay off, and the green days are gonna be epic. Yeah, I'm in early. See, okay, I'm in early. I'm gonna take that loss. It's exactly why I sized down. You gotta prepare in advance. So if you get caught, okay, you take a small loss. I tried for 97 again. It's gonna come down to 80. I had a low of 78. I could have so easily been in there with big size, and then I would have been like, why did I do it? You know? So you prepare for something like that in advance. You kind of already, manage risk even before the trade happened. But anyhow, it looks like we could be finished here for good. A lot of times it's where we'll slowly start trending down, maybe a bit of a bounce. We're like trending down. Well, hold up, hold that thought. It's not going though. It's a quick big bounce, so maybe a short seller might have took something off there. We're not seeing any follow through from that big green candle. Give it some more time here and see.
SMAP.
I think those candles are worth a small trade though, because sometimes they end up going up like crazy, and then you want to know how the stock got right back to the highs just like that. Before you know it, it's 25, 35, 40, 50, basically high of day again. Guys, yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're watching on. I gotta buy a light and mount it onto this wall. So once I go like this, all this color changing. The lamp here isn't really doing a great job. You know, as a day trader, our bias can change very quickly. So we could be done for the day, and then the next minute the stock is looking great again. You know, but right here it seems like we might be approaching the backside. But again, it's early. The candles didn't really close below VWAP here, so it's possible this trends right back up to the higher side of the range, right? In the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. So it's one of those things where you really have to like sit, wait. It's like I'll say that, but I wouldn't take a trade to back up what I'm saying because that will involve me holding for like 20, 30 minutes. Hey, I think it's gonna go down. I'm gonna short a stock. Not doing that because there's no guarantee there, right? Some days there's a very obvious level to short against. Um, I personally didn't like the short against high of day here. I thought the stock was pretty bullish, but I'm pretty sure there had to have been a few people short in this area here. Maybe stops at highs, or maybe even over the highs. But yeah, our bias can definitely change pretty quickly. Let me check how many likes. We're below 100. Jeez Louise. Guys, we have over 400 people watching on. I think we were at 5 something at one point. Be sure to take a quick second, hit that thumbs up. Can we get up there to 200 likes? Hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Support the channel. Today is definitely not my best showcase, but we'll take the green. We'll take it and we'll smile. It's a very small difference, though, being where I am now and like up a very, very solid amount on a day. I missed out on some key areas where, like the timing was just off. Timing was just off. But more importantly, we keep it real here, right? Whether I'm green, whether I'm red, we don't hide anything. We show the world, what we're doing. The strategy is pretty detailed. It's intricate. You know, if someone is new and they're watching on and they know the basics of day trading, I don't know if they'll be able to pick up the strategy just by watching the channel. Maybe they do over time, but there's definitely a lot to it, right? And the students, the people who are in the classes, they'll be able to go through everything and understand why we're looking for what we're looking for, and the reason why we're buying or selling in the areas we are, why we're managing our risk in the way we're doing so. And you know, if you watch on YouTube and you're trading as well, it might be a little tricky to pick up over time what the strategy really is. But I think some people, there has to be a few people at least who will get it. So hit that thumbs up, right? Because free game to a degree here, free game. I mean, this is how I learned. I was just watching YouTube videos and then trial and error. So there's gonna be a few people who kind of like do the same thing. Trial and error, right? I still have some old time stuff that I have bookmarked, like articles about candlesticks and all those stuff like years ago. So I like that we're still holding up this area here at 95. Every time we come down, we're seeing some buying. So, maybe we can curl back up here at 20, 25, 30. We got down there to 95, we curled right back up. So I'm loving what I'm seeing here.
SMAP.
This is exactly what we want to see here. So again, we can get back to this higher side of this range here. Very good, very good. 38, so that's a pretty big move. Pretty big move there. Phil's lagging there a little bit. Can we see some faster executions? Can we see some faster executions? Let's get some faster executions here. With all this green, it's interesting. Giving it a second here. I want to make sure. Okay. Can we see a bit of a bounce back? Ice, ice. What's up? I think it's still looking pretty good. The volume here is to the lighter side. Oh, there's some big sellers. 10,000 coming in. Gonna cut that immediately. Holding up well. I think it's holding up well here so far.
EBIX, EGGF.
Interesting. No push. Some big spurts of green coming in, but probably a little bit better for the longer hold time down here. We could be in the consolidation for another 20-30 minutes. So we had this huge move and we've sold off, and it's like now we've kind of, I would like to think we've bottomed here. Got 408. The volume is definitely decreasing over the last couple of 5-minute candles. Santa hat. I might have one. I think I have a Santa hat somewhere. Again, a lot of good green there. Nothing for that push back to 20. It's just some very gradual moves here.
AVIX.
There's 6 by 8. Slowly kind of doing its thing here. I think I'll probably be around for another 15 minutes, then I have to go. 15, 20 minutes. I'm trying not, I'm trying to like prolong as much as I can just to watch, but gotta go. Gotta go get the mopping. I'll be mopping for hours. Gonna order a pump, but for anybody who might have missed it, my basement is at least like 6, 7 inches right now of water from all this rain here in the northeast. I'm gonna be installing a French drain pretty soon, and redoing some flooring and some sheetrock. Sounds expensive. That's all I can think. One scratch trade. That's what it'll be. One scratch trade. One scratch trade. That's the way to think about it. Which in the French drains are not really that hard to install. It's like sometimes you watch these things, you think you can do it yourself, which you probably could, but it's also a little tricky of how the water's like getting down. But then also, like breaking concrete towards like sidewalks and stuff. Very tedious work.
AJJF.
Currently 11:02 a.m. here. We're just waiting to see. It seems like it might be coming down soon, but you never know. PBLA is being mentioned. For those of you who are tuning in the Discord, likewise with the YouTube stream, hope you guys were able to capitalize on some of the momentum here. That's a nice move. This one's sub $1, but you don't serious red to green here. Low of the last was 72. The halt levels are pretty wide on this one. 59 by 8 by 89. Spread is massive. 91 for the halt up, 91. Some sellers coming in for PBLA. There's 79. The 5-minute candle is red, so I wouldn't want to be super aggressive early here. All right. All right. So far, so good. Will we linger at least a little bit? Wow, I canceled my position. I got filled somehow. Could work as a starter if we hold this area. If not, I'd look to re-average. With size. Oh, fill down there. High of the last is at 82. 82, 82. Would have loved that fill. Probably should have marketed it in. Candle's about to close in the next minute.
CLAYBYTS.
Let's see if it goes right through. Dang, that came up so fast. I didn't even get to add aggressive because I was thinking like I was gonna add like 10, go to at least 10,000. I should have had bigger blocks. The other one is starting to get back up again. It's at 420. Oh no. Getting caught looking away at the other stock there. Come on. 89. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. That's been this day for me. That's been this day. The halt is at 98 cents. I think we can see it. Very aggressive entry here. Can we see 95, 96? Oh wow, big drop on the other one. Can we get over one? The halt up is at 03. Oh, that bounced back from that drop. Wow. I hold up. This might go here. IVVD might go if it gains volume over 30 here. What kind of crazy recovery? There's 40. Let's see what it does. 45. I gotta take my profits a little quicker here. Ay. You gotta love. I gotta stop making those type of sounds because those type of sounds sound like if I'm like annoyed, but I'm actually like in amazement here. Like, how are the stocks so strong? It's like and we're not even in a bull market yet, like a real bull market. You know, this is incredible. This is Let me pull it on the screen actually. It's given a huge red to green despite that big flush down. Usually when that happens, that's why I'm saying if this gets over 30, this thing might just go here. And I think it might if we can get 50 with some volume. The other stock is still holding up well, the cheaper one, PBLA. But I've switched back to IVVD. I'm only supposed to be here for an hour, man. Still trading. This is what the market does to you. Before you know it, 1 hour becomes 2, then 3. PVLA rejected the 93.94 level. Could have been good for the retest of 1. But having a little bit more of a pullback. If it gets back to 93, I think I'd be interested there. Low of 28 on IVVD. I took a ton of trades so far today here too. You put on these blue light glasses here. The blue light glasses always helps out. Less strain on the eyes. Yeah, PBLA did not uh, hold up that 90 level. I hope Marcelo and Tim were able to crush these two stocks, man, because I think it's the kind of day, like, you know, this is the kind of day where the opportunities came. It's always going to be up to us as the traders to capitalize.
BYTS.
Very resilient stock to be consolidating this long. I know short sellers right now are very uneasy. They would have wanted to see us sell off on this candle here and, continue trending down over time. I know a lot of them they have to be short up here, like 40, 50. So if we can get through 50 with high volume, if we can hold up and that false breakout doesn't happen, I don't see why we should not go to $5. But we'll see how it plays out here. Time will tell. One last hurrah for the Bulls. Or maybe it's so strong it gets halted up, or the move up sustains itself and it goes into another like leg up, like consolidation, and then maybe another breakout over time. Some days you don't really know what exactly it'll be. Other days we'll go up here, hit $5, and then from $5 the backside, right? It just trends down and washes out the rest of the morning here. PBLA back at 88. I think over 90. I'd be interested in that one. We size down just a little bit. If this gets back to 90, I'd watch it here. It's currently at 87 on the ask, but there's a bit of a spread. Got to grab some water here. Time, it's 11:20. I'm going to stop the screen recording and start a new one. If not, it gets too long and then it's ridiculously difficult to upload. You got to compress it and it takes a lot of time to process. Right here, I'm just going to stay vigilant, keep watching. I wonder how the SPY is doing today. It looks like PBLA might be finished. I mean, I don't think this is bad. It's not like a real drop. Half of a drop. Can we trend back up over time? Low of the current candle is 12. We're coming up on 11:30 a.m. here on the East Coast. Yeah, I have a stream on like Facebook and other places too. If that, I don't know if that's what you guys are saying there, but yeah. The once in a blue moon that I look at the comments. And let me get this water because I've been saying I need a water last hour. There's been some other stocks that's ICCT to the depths, BMRA. BMRA could turn into like a late morning afternoon stock, holding up fairly well. I'm impressed, man. I just I don't know. It's the thing with the market. You just have to always be ready. When I saw the first 15 seconds of ICCT, I'm like, yep, grinding stock, slow day, just out of nowhere, like the momentum just came. That stock and then leading into this one and PBLA. So we're still trending. That's like every time we get a small move up, we're trending all the way back down to the lows. This time we're coming down to VWAP 04, 03. Can we continue to hold the VWAP level? Good bounce so far. I'm not aggressive towards most of these dips. Some of them I weren't watching. Others I'm just like this one here. I'm just not looking to be aggressive here. PBLA again. If we can get back to 90 cents, I'd be interested. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see. I think I could look away here for a little bit. Let's see.
CLOEU.
Mountain Dew. Oh man. When Mountain Dew, our blood sugar is gonna be through the roof. John, I do have the Meta glasses actually. I got them. I don't know. I just didn't think that they were that good, honestly. Like, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't buy them. It's all right, but it's not really all that. It's like you have Siri. It's like you have Siri, but what they call it Meta, right? Or Alexa or Google, whatever. And it's in the glasses, but it needs to be connected to an app. I already have my cell phone. Do I really need, some AI in there? I don't know. But I think it could be better over the next like 10 years. 5, 10 years can like the technology can be really good. PBLA selling off. You can record up to 1 minute clips, basically reels, right? You can record 1 minute clips, you can take pictures with it, and you can connect it to a live stream. That's what I was thinking about doing on the trip, but I just ended up live streaming from my phone, which worked just as well, maybe even better. I'd say even better because the camera on the phone is a better camera. It's very situational. Like maybe if you only have like if you're using your hands for something and you want to take a quick picture, yeah, but it's just not super, useful. But other than that, they're glasses, right? You can listen to music through them. But again, most people have the earbuds, AirPods. It, I don't know. It's good, but it's like there's already something that's like there to utilize that function, that role, and it's so fresh to have glass. So change, right? Something new is always a little different. Other than that, in terms of looks, they look pretty good. You don't really recognize that they have the camera in them. If you guys want like a review video or something, I guess I could make a quick couple of minutes. Well, but I get, there's probably some on YouTube already. But speaking of other videos, I finally figured out how I'm going to pivot this channel because I wanted to do something different with this channel for a long, long time. But I finally figure out what I'm going to do. And I think it's going to work well. I think a lot of younger people, especially, are going to like it. And I'm just going to talk about, what I'm doing outside of the stock market. Well, let's say outside of day trading, right? How I'm looking to build wealth. That's what I'm going to be talking about, into the new year. So weekly videos, and of course, none of it is going to be financial advice, but things that I've been doing that has been helping me to grow and pull away from the poverty line, because that's exactly where I'm coming from, the depths. Coming from the depths. So I think it can help out a lot of people who are out there. Um, and it'll bring in a different audience too. Like, a lot of the people here are older, so more than likely, most of you guys, I'd say like most people here probably have a good understanding of, economics and finance. Just, off the sheer wisdom, right? The average age here is like 35 and up.
CLOEU.
There's some youngsters, yeah, but majority of people here are 35, 40, 50, 60. So I think we can bring in some, some more young people as well with these videos. And if anybody out there, it helps out that is a little older, then that's great too. Can we continue to improve? Can we continue to grow not only in the market but outside of the market? It can be done. It can and it will be done. How much did I invest when I first started my account? I think I started at 27,500 back in 20. Here, hold on. Let me look for this video. I have a video of my old account. You got to make sure the stock isn't curling up. I'm not interested in taking the dips, but if I want to trade the move up. When I was lowering my desk, I missed this move here. I didn't even say anything. Once I came back and saw, I'm like, yeah, whatever. YouTube Studio. This video with Drew only got 600 views. Wow, that's interesting. I thought I would have done well. Some great nuggets in there when it comes to just, biggest red day, what people can look at, when it comes to just managing that risk. And also interesting to see that someone who's so wildly successful ended up succumbing to their emotions and averaged down for a little bit. It's like none of us are immune to this stuff. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to you whether you have money to lose or whether you have no money to lose. What's the title of that video, man? I, I wonder if I deleted it. April. I gotta go back to the end of April. Look at PBLA. Holy smokes. Of course, I'm missing something. Alt is at 96, I believe. Maybe not the best starter there. 86. I'll find that video in a sec. I showed my account balance that video all those years ago. Gotta be careful here. That was a sharp red to green. I mean, from 75 back. Could wait for a pullback. Because maybe it's not ready yet to continue after that sweet move. And that was a pretty big move, so we might need that drop after all. Sometimes they don't, but other times we do. Big sellers, 88. Not a huge reaction there to the downside. The other one could break down here. IVVD could break down. Ooh, I might have sold that too soon. Okay. Ah, why does the spread open up 3 cents, man? That is so frustrating. I'm not gonna hold that. Like, buying 83. Are you kidding me? I bought immediately because I'm thinking even if the spreads go up by a percent, I don't mind getting in that area 84, 83. But in 86.90, it's just too much of a high entry there. I think this might retest $1 here eventually. It's looking good. IVVD back at 407, so it held up that low there, 95. It sized down a little bit. There's a hidden seller there at 90. It seemed like. It's a good stock to utilize limit orders here. Nothing but losing trades in the consolidation there. Smaller size here, good call. I wonder if I'm straining my eyes when I sit here. I think I am. The last thing I need is that to be wearing actual glasses. Because I'm looking at level 2
BYTS.
and it's like I'm constantly having to blink to like regain focus. Maybe I need to get a bigger monitor and enlarge everything. I'd love to see some selling here, test the strength, but it might not happen. I did not get that bid to fill, unfortunately. Could have had way more size, but we'll see if it starts something here. That for 83.50. Hmm. 1,500, that's it. Hmm. That was a 4,000 order. So we'll keep watching. I thought I filled like 3K, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cancel the rest and then average lower if I can. So of course I'm looking for the 5 minute candle to make the new high here. Disappointing to not be in there with more size. Hmm. How many times have this happened to me today? Too many. I'm gonna even be watching the breakout trade. It's having trouble. A little disappointing there, a little disappointing. But smiling and just gonna keep trading. Keep watching for the next setup. I like to smile, so it makes it a little easier for me. You miss one opportunity, you just keep watching for the next. Bro, why are we not flying here? The depths are... It's having some slight trouble. What's it gonna be? Watching. Watching. I gotta be careful here. I don't want to play with fire and get burned. There's a ton of sellers there. We'll see how well the bids hold up. 93, 92, 92. There's a third try to charm. Watching to add back big size if it goes here. Because we can see 99 out of this. Waiting, waiting. Okay, maybe not.
BYTS.
51 for the highs. Well, what was that? 95 rather. Jeez. 95, 10. Looking at the wrong decimal. Just waiting patiently. So we had 89 just now. There's about 2 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. I'm hoping we can get over 1 and get halted up. Still, I'm overdoing it, man. I'm supposed to be trading for just an hour today. Is this am I addicted to trading? Is this what this is? Or is it me recognizing opportunities and not walking away? You know, which one is it? Come on. Ooh. Was that the low? Oh, stopping out of that. It's too much of a drop. It's like I wouldn't want to see it pulling back more than this. It's like it has to hold here. If any, try again. If it can't hold here, then this drop is going into no man's land for me. All right, 88 on the ask. That's what I like to see. Well, you know, let's see how aggressive this red to green can be here. 50K bid coming in. It's a big bid stepping up. Looks like we might fill these shares. It filled some right there. Only about 8,000 though. $11:57 a.m. I thought we would have gotten a dip. No dip. Well, big buyers. Big buyers are coming in. All of that just to get to sideways. Unbelievable. Taking an aggressive trade there. It might continue. Kind of stalled out a little bit there. We want to see it over 95 for like a bigger push, but like we're having some trouble up here despite big green coming in at times. IVVD is still holding up, man. Actually, let me hold off on moving this desk because this thing might just go right here. Hold on. Can we see something? Where are those bulls? Where are those bulls? It's trying, but we're not quite pushing. 91. Probably gonna give a nice dip. It's garbage out of the screen. Making me miss the trade. Some pop-up, man. I got it screenshotted at least. It's gonna cost me still. Really? Oh, that's disappointing, man. Those are the worst trades ever where the breakout looks like almost like perfect. You buy it and it's actually selling that's hitting. That's tough. Tough loss there.
BYTS.
Come on. What? It's like it's playing games with us here. We should have ripped right through one right there. We got a high point of 98. High of days at 103. Alt up is at 109. Okay, I gotta move this chair. At this rate, at this rate, I might just be done because I'm not making progress. It's like red, then back to flat on this thing, then green, then back to flat. I've been trading it for 30 minutes. So if the new high can't happen with a good move, I think that's it. Tomorrow the goal will be for me to be more efficient. Oh my goodness, I gotta check the spreads first. Why do I keep doing it to myself? I see 90 on the bids. I'm like, okay, I like this area. I look at the ask, 93.50. It's the loss of 70 bucks for nothing. Gotta check the spreads. Gotta check the spreads. Gotta check the spreads. If not, I can be in. If I bought the bids, I could have been in at 90 here and just be waiting to see if this curls up 95 for a good trade. And there's 95 for a good trade that I should have had. Hey, hey, hey. Is it gonna go straight through? Spreads will drive you crazy. And it's not holding up 95. And that's what you call a double negative. The dip is at 92 so far. Where I should have a nice sweet winning trade of like 5 to 8 cents. And then a small loss of like 2 to 3 cents. I'm just red 3 cents. Could have been net positive there 5 cents. I think I'm done. That's it. I think I'm gonna shut it down. Can this thing go through $1? Possibly. But I'm gonna just call it here. PBLA looks like it's slowing down. This day is a great day for momentum. This is the type of thing we want to see every day from stocks. If we could have days like today every single day, then the market really would be even more incredible than it already is, right? If that's even possible, right? But when there is momentum, it's up to us as the traders to capitalize. So, we got to make sure we always show up with our A game, as we go into battle, right? We got to stay sharp, we got to be focused, and we got to look forward to the opportunities. Anything outside the market has to stay outside as we come into our sanctuary here. So if you're gonna go all the way to 4 p.m., continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, continue to watch on. It seems like the kind of day where there's gonna be more opportunities. So if I didn't really have to go, I would trade the entire day, but I'm gonna take my 1K and get out of here. 1,200 bucks. Not great for a day like today, but grateful to be green and we green this amount. I think today we had the type of opportunity to where if I'm really locked in and capitalizing everything, like a 10K day, man. But it's all good. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be looking forward to the opportunities. So stay safe, stay green, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll upload to MMU the archives. So I'll catch you guys later. Take a look at those links down below. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. I'll catch you guys. I, I should do a recap. I'll do a recap today. I'll try to do a recap. But yeah, take care, stay safe, stay green. I gotta go. Gotta get out of here.